The absolute state of questions on Quora.
My MacBook Air weighs 2.3 pounds. If I download more files on it, will it make it heavier?
That's a good question.
Quora,
That's a good question.
A place where once grand intellectual questions would be mused over. But if you'll recall, 2 years ago, we sadly bid farewell to our friend Yahoo Answers, a place where those sorts of questions didn't happen. And in that time, it seems many Yahoo users have made Quora their new home. Do chimpanzees get pregnant? Does anyone live on the sun? How high do planes fly when landing? What percentage of people are going to die? Do lesbians get periods? Oh, come on! Where the hell are you getting that question?
Wait, wasn't Quora the place where Pregante was first created or whatever? The pregnant question?
You're sleeping with your partner and suddenly realise that she is a ghost. What would you do?
Oh, that was Yahoo. Oh, okay.
What's a sausage have two ends? What happens to the time it takes to actually time travel into...
Okay, no, that's a really good question. Why does a sausage have two ends instead of one end? How does it have two ends? It doesn't make sense.
What happens
Good night,
to
Noxie.
the time it takes to actually time travel into the past or the future? Which hole does an actress push out a baby in a birth sense? She doesn't. She acts. I heard that in the Middle Ages, no.
She doesn't. She acts.
In a birth sense, she does.
It's meant to be, which hole does an actress push out a baby in a birth scene? It's meant to be a birth scene. And then the person says, she's acting. She's not literally giving birth. She's acting.
She acts? I heard that in the Middle Ages, nobles used to wipe their butts with ducklings. Is that right? No. Is it true that pregnant women shouldn't sleep during a lunar or solar eclipse, as it may cause harm to the unborn? No.
That's a good question. That's a really, really good question. I wonder what the answer is.
No, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Oh.
Can I sue Germany for putting my grandfather in prison for 7 years in the Second World War?
Probably, yes. What?
No. Can you?
Why can't you, though? You should be able to. Can you think of a sentence that contains the words book and crabs? I can't do it. I can't do it.
You think of a sentence that contains the
I don't know.
book
I don't know.
and crabs. Well, yes, I can. Why does the BROS abbreviation for brothers end in S instead of TH?
That's a good question. That's a great question.
Because that would spell broth. Do rich people get embarrassed that their servants know what their stuff in the toilet looks like? This is a very...
That's true. I think about that a lot.
Weird question. What happens when we wash vessel and use it with water in which a lizard was dead? Is it poisonous? What can we do?
That's a good question. What can we do? I don't know.
Why does the United States promote homosexuality and not consider what happened in the petrified village of Pompeii?
That's what I've been saying for a long time. I've been saying this.
What? How can I have sex with Asia? Pretty sure you mean an Asian girl. Is Israel on the world map?
Are the Irish really from Ireland? That's another good question.
Irish really from Ireland? My son speaks Arabic. What do I do? Does India have airports? Now, Putin came to India in 2014, swimming in the ocean. I've got a photo to prove. Where do animals live? Why are things? What is my date of birth?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that one.
Do you know a microscope? Real mathematicians! I have 5 live cows, and then
Mathematicians, fucking coping and seething over this question right now. The mathematicians are so upset at this question, and yet they have no answer for it. They have no fucking answer, and that's why they're mad.
How then do you come and tell me that I end up with 0?
Where did they go? Where did they go, mathematicians?
Which is larger, 0 or 2 plus 7. Math! What is angle? I do believe this Quora user was intending to ask what are the names of the most powerful angels, but what are the names of moist powerful angles? I'm an atheist who believes in God, and what should I do? Why do atheists watch fiction movies? During airplane turbulence, how do atheists keep calm?
That's a great question.
Question I could only find an old link for. Even Quora went, no, we're not having that. That is way too stupid. How do atheists know what foods are sweet versus sour or bitter? I'm 11
How do they know?
and stand at 5'2". Am I obese? Nobody can answer that. Do celebrities fart? What's the meaning of a single white egg left at my door? That
I don't
is
know.
weird.
That
My
is
mum's
weird.
left her own bum in front of me. What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does-
Why is Zelda so thick in Breath of the Wild? Did demons always say, "Hello, mate, you alright? Yeah, I'm a demon." When they are introduced, is it possible to balance your entire body on your penis? Yes, but I'm scared of heights.
That's
I
true.
saw the cop, the gay, eating a raw bird in my backyard. What should I do?
I don't know what you should do if that happens,
I became a
honestly.
bit obsessed with this question. It's so indecipherable, and Googled it for clues to find apparently there was much debate on the site about whether this was a weird autocorrect from cat. Which word's supposed to be cat? Can deaf people laugh out loud? Can deaf people do surfing? How do deaf people know what facial expressions look like?
Giraffe Quinn, I'm asking you these questions. Giraffe Quinn, can you do surfing? Can you do surfing, Giraffe Quinn? I need to know. It's very important. No? Then that's the answer to that question.
They used outside of American Sign Language? If so, how do they learn about them if there's no way to see someone else make that face? I mean, I don't think there's any intelligent questions actually left on this site, is there? Who's asking, can music cause a candle to light? Obviously no.
That has to be true. It must be
Do
able to.
people still eat mashed potatoes? Yes.
Do they?
Can semen travel up your foot? And no,
Can
it's
it?
not.
It
Is
can?
the
Oh.
word stay asleep always spelled J?
What does that mean? What was he asking? What were they asking here? What was the question meant
You
to
know what that
be?
means? The lobsters pee from their face.
Do they?
Fuck. I mean, are you
Do
mad?
they?
Obviously not. Yes,
Oh.
as others have pointed out, many crustaceans have two different types of
Oh, they
excretory
do.
organs,
They
both
do
in
pee from their
behaviour. Usually
faces.
only ones used depending on the age of the animal. Lobsters and crabs, etc., use their urine to smell like cats, to mark territory, warn rivals, etc.
Lobsters do pee from their
Oh.
face. This guy's stupid. This English guy is so stupid. He's the egg man. He's the one leaving the eggs outside. No way. No way. Does he make more videos? Reddit's stupidest arguments.
What's the stupidest argument you've ever gotten into? I
don't
asked
know.
this question mid-argument with my girlfriend in order to vent. Fighting with my brother about which fruit would win if they were sentient and could fight.
That's not very funny. Honestly, I don't believe this person. I don't think that they actually got into a fight about this. This is made up.
I mean, obviously pineapple. Well, except coconut would kick his ass.
This is a joke.
Have you seen a jury?
No.
The ridiculous pomegranate.
This doesn't make it. This is just fake. Fake. Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. Not funny. Move on. It's not funny. It's not funny.
You ever seen them fuckers? Don't you think he purple gang? Who doesn't love an utterly pointless
Doesn't make sense.
argument? I just recently spent an evening debating with my mum because she swore the guy from 127 Hours didn't just cut his arm off, but eat it as well. And of
No, he
course,
didn't.
you see what dumb quarrels have been occupying others.
He
Where
didn't.
else?
He didn't eat his arm because his arm was fucking stuck. If he could get his arm out to eat it, he would have just taken his arm out and left and went home.
But our old friend read it. If you listen to an audiobook, can you say you've read the book? That shower thought escalated to an argument that escalated to sleeping on the couch. 12-man screaming match in...
Okay, what do you think? What do you think Chat, if you listen to an audiobook, did you read the book? Yes or no? I could see it going either way. Honestly, I could see either answer for this one. Kaze listens to audiobooks and claims he read them. Okay, claims makes it seem like you don't believe that he actually did read them. You think anyone who puts a person on a couch over that debate doesn't deserve them? You agree with Kaze? I'm thinking. I think I disagree. I think if someone says they read a book, they mean that they read it. Whereas if you listen to the audiobook, I think you should say, oh yeah, I listened to that. I listened to an audiobook of that. I think you should say that instead. I think you should say, I listened to some chapters of an audiobook today. I listened to the audiobook is too long to say. Yeah, but you're trying to have stolen valor from book readers who have to go through their whole life being called nerds. So you're stealing valor from them. So you have to say, I listened to the audiobook.
The correct way to wipe your ass. I once got into an argument that escalated to a physical fight over whether Garfield thinks or talks.
Does Garfield think or does Garfield talk? Garfield just thinks, right? Garfield doesn't talk. He's a cat. He meows.
The difference between a windshield and a window.
What is the difference between a windshield and a window? Wait, is it because the windshield is on the front and back and the windows are on the side? Or the front? Windows can be opened. Ah, that makes sense. And closed. Okay, but there's a lot of windows in my home that can't be opened. Are they windshields? Are they windows? Because I don't think I would call this right here, this thing, a windshield, but it doesn't open or close. So, are you sure? Are you really do you really want to fight this battle? Do you really want to fight this? Is this really the fight you? Is this really the? Sorry, is this really the fight you want to pick right now, chat? Is this really what we're gonna fight over? Are we really gonna fight over this?
What the fuck it's called? Yeah, all windows shield from the wind. So do the ones in your house. But you don't call those windshields, do you? Do you? Can a lightsaber cut through Superman?
No, it can't.
Sure, science, technology, engineering, and math friends post essays on my Facebook arguing about this.
Actually, it depends. It depends on how strong Superman is written.
It lasted for a week of just arguing about do you eat or drink soup on...
You eat soup. You eat soup. You don't drink soup. You eat soup. Pretty much all soup, except for like very few exceptions, has some shit in it that you like consume. Yeah, it's like both. But like it's not, you don't, the only time you drink soup would be if it was a pure liquid with nothing else in it to bite.
Whether snakes have chins.
Snakes have chins.
Do too, Kyle.
Snakes do have chins. Is cereal soup? I don't think so. No, it's cereal.
Argued with someone about whether rain was blue or not. If Bob the Builder deserved to be that famous, I still say he never does anything, just as his tools do all the work. He's more like Bob the Foreman. That itch is not a verb, it's a noun. If you have an itch, you scratch it, not itch.
Itch is not a verb. It's a noun. Yeah, I think so. Well, no. Because you can itch yourself. I'm itching. I I'm itching. I itch. No, I think it just depends. It could be
I'd
both.
stay a while, but I'm itching to get going. Wrecked! I got in a fist fight over the number of sounds Elton John makes in...
Wait, it's obviously 3.
My MacBook Air
Wait,
weighs 2.7 pounds.
why did I hit the back button twice?
What's these...
That was 3. I heard 3.
In a fist fight over the number of sounds
Listen.
Elton John makes in...
It's 3. Yeah, it's 3.
Someone tried to fight with me over how to spell my name. My ex and I got into a very, very heated debate about if you put icing on a muffin, then it's a cupcake.
That's not true. That's not true. It depends on how you bake them. That's not true.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. We're still friends 6+ years later, and every time someone mentions muffins stroke cupcakes around us, we just death stare each other.
No.
Is the dress blue and
It depends on
black?
how they're baked. It's not true at all. You don't have to put icing on that's not true. The boy in black, white, and gold one is just a color. It's an optical illusion.
That. Me and my group of friends have this argument on what's the best way to stack rhinos. Is
Obviously, standing on top of each other.
a fence a wall? We still haven't come to...
Is a fence a wall? No. I think a wall implies like no gaps or whatever. Right? A fence has gaps, and a wall doesn't have gaps. That's the difference.
to an agreement if treasure maps and road maps are in the same category. That'd be a misclaim.
You can make a fence without a gap? It's just a wall. No. You can't make a fence without a gap. That's just making a wall. Depends how big you are. No, that's...
Classification? Christ, you lot'll argue over anything. I once got into an argument with my college roommate about whether Aladdin should be angry when Jasmine kissed Jafar to distract him at the end of the movie.
No, a lightsaber cannot cut Superman. In Star Wars Episode 1, Obi-Wan is shown spending considerable effort cutting through a heavy, multi-layered Durasteel blast door. Superman has been shown multiple times to lift a mountain, island, or even entire continent. The amount of power both harnessed and withstood by Superman is astronomically higher than what a lightsaber can handle. Actually, according to my power scaling, I think that Superman's skills above a lightsaber in durability due to his attack potency feats. So he's actually continental level, so he scales higher than lightsabers, which are only street level power in attack potency.
Movie. We were two college-aged men yelling at each other in the middle of a bar. For some reason, it just got so heated. It only ended when my...
The Wicked Witch of the West, bro. The Wicked Witch of the... Or whatever, the Wicked Witch of the... And the Wicked Witch of the East, bro.
Hold on! This is my favorite. Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro! You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
The Wicked Witch of the East,
She
bro.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble, dog! I'm not fighting with you. Grow up, bro!
Grow up.
Grow up!
This is why I say grow up, probably. This video is probably why I yell at people to grow up when I argue about shit.
friend left the bar. I'm still mad thinking about it. I think the dumbest argument I've ever been in was, is ice wet? Are you naked if you're wearing socks?
Is ice wet? Yes, it is wet. Yeah. Unless it's dry ice. There's a whole reason they made up a word called dry ice to indicate the presence of not wet ice. It's wet when it melts. It's wet because, oh my god, no, we're not starting this argument. No, ice. No, we're not. We're not arguing this.
rocks. Which Star Wars movie was the sandiest?
How important does someone have to be for their murder to be called an assassination?
I once argued with a
Is water wet? I would say yes, obviously.
girlfriend about whether or not we were going to have an argument. Argued with X about how to pronounce the word egg. How the fuck do you mispronounce egg? Egg! Me and my friends still argue about this. What is the correct term for a Mars bar when you only have one? I'll tell you what it's not. Marbar. How to pronounce
Not
this word
Marbar?
like the G in gigantic. You fucker. I'm going to read you the second line of this post first. We were both 9 and neither of us were right. Whether the people who were trying to hitch a ride were called hijackers or hike hitchers. I wasn't actually part of the argument, but 2 people I know spent a good 3 hours arguing about whether a pony could ride a horse.
No, it couldn't.
Whether sandals are considered shoes, whether a fish can swim through snow.
Sandals are considered shoes, and we know this to be true because of the no shirt, no shoes, no service signs permitting sandals. So, yeah, shut up if you think they're not.
Whether or not Albert Einstein or Arnold Schwarzenegger would be more useful to have around during a zombie apocalypse. How on earth would Albert Einstein come in handy? I had an ongoing argument for months about whether rocks are stupid or not.
Well, rocks are definitely they're definitely stupid because they don't have brains. Therefore, they are stupid. That's just fact.
Nice. Very nice, Bulge.
Oh my god, thank you for the gifted sub, JD.
I mean, that is a ridiculous argument. How did anyone come up with a valid argument against rocks having literally no brain? Yes, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. They don't have a brain, so they can't be stupid, because they lack the ability to be smart.
That's just semantics.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I remember when I was about 13, my parents had an hour-long shouting match that ended with them almost getting divorced. The issue, whether or not the nation of Iraq has a coastline. My friend and I got into a huge fight.
How is
over
that
the
a debate?
question, how
No,
deep
stop
are
it. Stop
pancakes
it. Stop
before
it. How
crumbs?
is it a debate? How do you have an argument about if Iraq has a coastline? Just use Google. Just use Google. Go to images. Wait a second. Does it have a coastline? Wait a second. Wait, hold on a second. Wait a second, but but the red outline doesn't go around here. But there's no red outline here. They got rid of the red outline. So does it or does it not have an outline? Wait, I'm so confused. If it had a coastline, why wouldn't they outline it in red? Does it not have an outline? Or does it not have a coastline? Why doesn't it have an outline? Does it or does it not? Wait a second. Well, now I'm not so sure. No, it does. It does have a coastline. The whole map doesn't outline the coastlines. It has. I think it has a coastline. I think it does.
Pots. It took a half hour before we realised what we were arguing about. Pan has 1 handle, Pot has 2. I definitely have...
Wait, what? A huge fight over the question, how deep can a pan get before it becomes a pot? Wait. This is just Loki's wager. This is just the Loki's wager fallacy. Because yeah. When the walls are taller than the base is wide, no, that's not true. It's Loki's wager. It's like Loki's wager or something. It's basically Loki gets arrested by a bunch of dwarves for doing some fucked up shit, and then Loki says to the dwarves, "Okay, you can have my head. You can cut my head off. However, you're not allowed an inch, a single millimeter none of my neck. You may only have my head and 0 of my neck. And so the dwarves start measuring. And they start looking. And they go, wait a second. We can't fucking tell. Like, where his neck ends and his head starts. And so they don't know where to cut his head off. So they can't cut his head off. So he leaves. And he lives and he doesn't die. So it's just like it's like the how many grains of sand before you get a pile or whatever. No, I think Loki says you need all of my head, but you need not all of my head and none of my neck or whatever. No head. Chat, calm yourself.
Pots with one handle. Oh shit. Shit indeed. Here we go again. I always thought a pan has the long handle and pots had no handle or 2 looped handles.
No.
Handle? Was a cooking an expert. I've never seen a pot with 2 handles in my life.
Damn.
First Google image for pot. In the kitchen, but sauce becomes soup, obviously. But if you make soup in a saucepan, is it still soup? Would sauce in a soup pan become soup? Pan is square, pot is circle. What this? 3 inches is saute pan, 4 inches is a pot. What is 3.5 inches? bloody jacuzzi, yeah? For bloody jacuzzi, but
A jacuzzi for fucking
guinea pigs. Every pan is a pot. Not every pot is a pan. And you have it backwards though. Every pot is a pan. Not every pan is a pot. Get wrecked. You saying I cook my baked beans in a fucking pan, you daft wanker.
What is going on?
You can't boil an egg in it. It's not a pot, you jackass.
I kind of like this, guys. If you can't boil an egg in it, it's not a pot. That's pretty fucking... If the height of the pan is more than the radius of the bottom, it's a pot, not a pan. That's not true. That's not true. That's just not right. That's not true.
The height of the pan is more than 1/3 of the radius of the bottom. It is a pot, not a pan. The source, the US Air Force Cooking School. It was the dumbest test question I had to answer, so I'll
That's not
remember it
true. That's
forever.
fake.
Finally, well, that's that settled. How curved can a frying pan be before it becomes a what? Oh!
No,
God.
you're not right. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's made up. That's made up. It's made up. That's made up. That's not real. That's made up. You're lying. It's not true. It's not true. It's made up. Pans have the circles underneath. Pots don't. Now you're kind of cooking. Brain farts.
We're back in the weird wilderness.
Oh,
of
chat, I'm not
Reddit.
comfy.
Let's get
I'm trying to get
the
comfortable and I
weirdest
can't
one
get
out
comfy
the way
enough.
first. This was posted by, deleted, was holding friend's baby sister. Meant to say, oh, she's so cute. Instead, I said, she's so hot. What's wrong?
Stop, bro, stop. No, you can never recover from this. You can never recover from this. There's no recovering from this. You have to kill yourself immediately. There's no way. There's no way back from this. It's over.
I went to an interview and as an introduction said, nice to Monday. It wasn't even Monday. God knows what
Nice
was going
to
on in my
Monday,
brain.
yeah.
Me, I'll have a hamburger. Waiter, well done. Me, thank you. Hey, do you want a coffee? Yeah, please. Sugar and milk. A black, 1 sugar. How do I make it black? Enjoy your meal. You too. Fuck. I was once spacing out over lunch in a cafe when a Michael Jackson song came on. I stopped eating and sat upright in surprise. Didn't Michael Jackson die? I was so confused. I my senses and realised that just because someone is on the radio,
Oh my
doesn't mean
God,
they're
this
still alive.
guy.
Using the flashlight app on my phone to search for my phone in the dark.
Genius.
Riding my bike around the neighbourhood, terrified that I couldn't find my bike. I once witnessed a friend pick up a spray bottle of eyeglass cleaner, forget he was wearing contacts instead of glasses.
What
and
is my
spray
camera
directly in the
doing
eye.
right now?
Then
I'm
fell to
sorry,
the
what
floor,
is this
screaming,
camera doing?
Somehow going through airport security.
What the fuck is the camera doing? What is it doing? I don't understand. Hold on. What is the camera doing? Why is it doing this? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why is it do- Oh, it's searching for me. Oh, it's hunting. It's stalking. Skynet is here. It can't decide between face or feet. But I'm comfy. I decided to get comfy by putting my feet on my desk like this. Look at my legs. Look how white my legs are. It's crazy. Look at my little noodle legs. Whoa, I'm here. Whoa. We did it. Whoa. Alright, we're here. I gotta, we did it. Hello. Oh my, look at my hair. Holy fuck. Look at this rat's nest back here. Ow. 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 Ow! That's painful. Okay, there we go. We're comfy moding again. We did it! We're back! We're back! Hi. Chat, what the fuck? Yeah, no comment.
Security makes my brain shut down. I'd put my bag in the tray ready to go through the metal detector and then immediately just picked it up again and started walking forward. Security had to yell at me several times before I snapped out of it. A few years ago I couldn't find my shoes, so I booted up my computer with full intent to do a Google search on where they were. When I walked away from the computer while it was booting to get a drink or something, it was then I realised I was truly stupid. Yeah, that is pretty fucking stupid. You should have asked Reddit. Poured my milk into a can of Pringles. Once I took a piss in my kitchen bin. I'm not
Why?
even joking. Like,
Why?
I walked up to the bin and started pissing
Why?
in it.
Why?
As soon as I started
Why?
pissing, I was
Why?
like, hey, what am I doing?
What are you
I
doing?
once forgot that the hour between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. existed, as in time that morning went as follows. Missed my 11 a.m. class because of that. I was eating brownies with my friends at one of their houses and my mum called. I accidentally answered my brownie.
That's
I got on
funny.
the bus after a long night shift and asked the driver for 20 cigarettes instead of a ticket. Forgot how to walk downstairs as I was walking downstairs. Oh, come on, brain, get it together. Yeah. This one concerns me.
This one does concern me as well.
Milo, a powdered drink in a big metal tin. One day I wanted to have one, so I got my cup out, spooned some in, and boiled the electric jug. When it finished, I picked it up and filled the metal container to the brim. Then picked up my cup and sat down on my couch. I didn't realise what I'd done until I tried to sip from my cup. Electric jug? When you say electric jug, do you mean kettle? The hell says electric
What
jug?
the fuck?
I've been told I am
Wait, what the hell? Wait, I didn't even pick up on the electric jug thing. What the fuck?
electric jugs. Hey, you can't electric jug me. I try to turn the volume of my girlfriend's voice up with the knob on my car radio. Sometimes I think triangle in my head when I want to get in a car. Goddamn GTA. I've tried to control F bookshelves IRL before.
Bro,
in the 4th grade,
that's internet
I
brain
forgot
rot.
my name and asked my teacher, who looked at me like I had 5 heads. There's one brain fart from a student, here's one from a teacher. A pupil answered a question correctly in class a few weeks ago, and for no reason, I just said poo to them instead of yes. I called my...
Oh no. Imagine your fucking professor just going purr. What the hell?
old boss mum on more than a few occasions, called the pizza delivery guy baby.
Wait, you're not doing this? Wait, I thought everyone did this. Thanks, baby. I always say that they're the pizza guys.
Hey, oh, I can top that. I once had to go by taxi to take this little fella to the vet. I was talking to him in a cutesy voice the
Baby.
whole way to keep him calm, and ended up saying to the taxi driver, "It's okay. Okay, cheers, thanks, gorgeous boy."
Thanks, gorgeous boy.
Sometimes I wish I had a hole in my head that I could shoot air and water out of like a dolphin, and then I remember that I have a mouth. I occasionally forget how to read, e.g. W-O-R-K. What the hell is this, some Swedish chefism? I work at a fast food place and I forgot what a nickel was and how much it was worth for a few seconds. I kept asking for someone to go to the back and grab some spare this thing while waving the nickel around. I
Bro,
forgot
we've all
how
been
to say
there.
carrots since English is my second language, so I instead said, well, you know, the orange dick veggie. Veterinary student. I say, or can you just pass the bum temperature stick? What bum?
The thermometer.
temperature stick thing? You stick up the bum and it tells you. So tired I forgot the word thermometer. I forgot what a garage was called and called it a car house instead.
That is kind of what it is. It kind of is that.
Garage. Well, ooh-la-dee-da, Mr. Frenchman.
Well, what do you call it?
A car hole.
I once forgot the plural of cat. I was just reminded of the time I was writing an essay in the wee hours and couldn't for the life of me spell before correctly. It kept coming out as bever. I once forgot how to spell other. Kept writing uther and couldn't figure out why the hell it didn't look right. I forgot how to spell the word who. I wrote it down, kept looking at it and saying, whoa! For me.
Alright, I've had it with this video. This is enough for me. I can't watch any more of these. I've had enough of them. They were funny while they lasted. I can't watch any more of these.